Yo, 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 yo. Big Catch back up in here. Viewers' discretion is advised. Now, I know a lot of y'all out there rock with Charlamagne the God. But there's some things that's been going on in his life that you're not privy to. We got Luisa bringing us a video exposing Charlamagne the God. Y'all brace yourself for this one, y'all. I know a lot of y'all like him, but there's some things that's been going on that y'all don't know about. And Luisa about to break it down for us. I will leave a link in the description. Y'all know I don't like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
Damaged his credibility. What has happened to the voice of Charlamagne has to be studied. Like, dude's takes be so flat and disingenuous now. This is the same dude that wouldn't dare say anything when the first civil suits were coming down. Now he has an opinion. Shaking my head. Now, if it was just Diddy that he was intent on defending, or at least copping pleas for, then maybe it wouldn't look so bad. But it's not. Because in recent times, he shot Hove bail too before the facts of what was going down could even come to light.
Well, good for Hove. I'm glad Jay-Z responded just like that, because this has been going on for too long. It is a grift. These accusers go to these lawyers with all these salacious claims. The lawyer will put more sauce on the salacious claims. They reach out to your team and say, if you don't settle with us, we're going to go public with these claims. They'll tell you that they're going to hold a press conference. We're going to do interviews. And a lot of people settle because they don't want the bad press.
Once again, this unreserved protection of a famous and powerful entity in hip-hop had people wondering where his integrity went. Wow, you would think that Charlamagne would recognize that he's been on a losing streak judgment-wise for a hot minute. When those checks stopped clearing, Jay-Z had fired him before. He sucked his dick ever since. Harsh as that last sentence sounded, it may go some way to explain why Charlamagne is a little wary of tangling
Y'all check it out. He about to cook. He's about to cook. Let's get it.
with those who have much more clout and capital than him. Because, as they suggested, he has felt Hove's wrath before, back when he was working for a Philly radio station. While still on the come up, Charlamagne decided to publicly endorse a diss track aimed at Jay from Beanie Sigel.
This is when Beanie Sigel had a beef with Jay-Z. That was like when Twitter first started, and I remember seeing all these tweets about Beanie Sigel dissing Jay. The first tweet I saw was from Fabulous, and Fabulous was like, y'all never thought I'd see the day when Beanie Sigel dissed Jay-Z, and I was like, what? And then K. Slade had played the record, so I heard it, and I was like, oh, shoot. I'm like, yo, I just reached out to a couple people I knew in Philly, like, yo, I gotta get Beanie Sigel on the phone this morning. And he called up, and he just kind of like aired Jay out for like 30, 40 minutes.
So where did this whole situation stem from? Because I'm going to be honest with you,
And
Beans.
the whole situation that stemmed from, like, I got the Young Gun calling my phone because Jay-Z's only paying them $1,200 a show when they had to split it at the end of the day.
Although it probably didn't seem like a big deal at the time, it was enough to have his opportunity snatched away.
I was supposed to move into my new townhouse in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Me and my wife had already packed up everything. The apartment was clean. I had clothes and stuff in my car. I already had put down the security deposit. And that Beanie Sigel interview played on that Thursday, went viral that Thursday night, played it back Friday morning. Monday, come into work. Boogie D, who was the program director at the time, called me in the office and was like, we're moving in another direction.
Maybe whether it's completely down to this,
So he got fired for doing that. He got fired for doing that, y'all.
because of some other desire to gravitate towards power, it's obvious that he's a lot less likely to come at someone who are perceived as being a superstar at the top of their game. For one thing, just look at his questionable comments about R. Kelly from back in 2010. Furthermore, R. Kelly has the best celebrity sex tape of all time. R. Kelly looks 20-something.
What? What? Fountain of youth clearly can be found with. Oh, no. No. This Charlamagne, y'all. Charlamagne. This is Charlamagne. This back in 2010. What's it, 2011? 2011, 28, 10, yeah.
The fountains of youth clearly can be found within teenage. Now, you might be saying, Luesta, that was back in 2010 when edgy humor was way more common than it is now. And you know, that's all well and good. But unfortunately for Charlamagne, it's part of a pattern of behavior that maybe explains why he's never one to go too hard on people accused of sexual misconduct. Since the beginning of his career, Charlamagne's wild comments have often generated headlines. Whether it was tweets like, "If I took penitentiary chances dating you when you was underage, you owe me at least 2 years of sex," or straight up harassing a woman and objectifying them to their face.
I got $6. Can I see what that mouth do though for $6? How much you got in it?
No. Not Charlamagne. Not Charlamagne. Tell me this is AI, y'all. Tell me this is AI. That's Charlamagne doing this? Wow.
$26.
No.
You let me in and we run a train on you right now.
What can you get for $26?
You can buy me a drink for $26.
Whoa.
Can we slip something in your drink, then take advantage of it?
No.
Depends on how sly you
No. No. Breakfast Club let them get away with this and this was on air? What? Stop.
are.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
At times, it seems to be played for laughs, but on other occasions, it's gotten a lot darker. Because for every incident where he's sniffing chairs,
Actually, I sniffed your chair last time you was
You're
here.
a sick person.
I know. I did.
Thank you guys.
J-Lo just left.
there are other situations where his words and actions have been so inappropriate that they can't help but cause genuine concern over who this man really is.
I keep telling y'all, I've told y'all this over and over. It's a lot of things that guys did, especially when we were young, that were that we just didn't consider rape. And I'm married to my wife. Me and my wife dated for a whole year. She would not give me no pussy. Me and my wife hung out one Saturday night and she got sloppy drunk and passed out at my mama's house and I got that pussy.
Damn, why she was passed out?
Yes, I mean, she was fucking me back and all that, but she was really drunk. So I asked her.
Why is he still on air? Why is Charlamagne still on air? Y'all gotta like this video so it can get out there. This needs to get out there. No.
Yesterday, I was like, yo, did I rape you the first time we ever had sex? And she looked and she goes, I mean, in hindsight, yeah. No.
Yeah, there's no excuse for that. After these comments about his wife went viral, Charlamagne tried to walk it back by giving himself the most dubious honor his show has to give.
Why am I giving myself donkey today? Because I feel stupid that I am just now realizing that a lot of us men in America have been raised on culture. So my brothers, if we are being morally honest with ourselves, if you are a certain age like I am, you was born in the late 70s or 80s or hell, older than that, you are absolutely, positively raised on culture. I feel bad and extremely dumb that I didn't realize this earlier in my life. I don't care if it was, I look at some of the things I used to say to women in interviews here on the Breakfast Club and I'm like, bruh, you was wildin'.
But as much as these incidents have had him playfully labeled as a menace to society, they really tarnish his reputation when you consider his legal battle with Jessica Reed. This case, in which he's accused of interfering with her.
So he realized the stuff that he done. Or is he just ashamed he got caught?
When she was just 15, dates back to 2000.
What's the wildest shit you ever did, like, after, like, since you gained fame with, like, either groupies or I don't do that shit. Hell, I'm scared of that kind of shit. I done had a charge before. Oh, for real? Hell yeah, I'm scared of that kind of shit. I don't even play them. You got like a charge or how you beat that?
Because I didn't do it. It was a criminal sexual conduct.
Why do academics want to know how he beat it? Pause. Why he wants so much information on that? You can't trust these guys with no lip hair. These guys with no lip hair? Remember, he used to hang around Lil Boom. We just seen the pack out with Deleted. Deleted just packed him out. Pause.
With a minor charge.
That mean you would have.
She got drunk, high, whatever. Something happened in the room with a couple of my dudes. I'm asking them, did they mess with the chick, after the fact, after she pressed charges? And they was like, no.
But they was like, yo, she's bugging. I remember the night of, they was like, yo, she's in here bugging out. She's kicking over the TV and she.
Hold up! Oh! This story sounds familiar. Academics got the same story. Oh! Yo! Oh!
She's trying to set shit on fire. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I had left. So the next morning, I'm hearing she said she got. So I go to the hood.
That's academic story now. Yo, this is wild. Wow.
To ask what happened. They like, yeah, my cousin who had got the scholarship, yeah, he's in jail now. What you mean he's in jail?
And in this retelling of the event, he was the scapegoat rather than the man behind it.
So I'm like, I take full responsibility for everything. I bought the alcohol. They was like, well, you're not even of age to buy alcohol. And I'm like, well, how'd you get it? Well, I got a crackhead to get it for me. Whatever. They went out there copping out pleas with. Yeah, they had to do shit.
And he's smiling. He's smiling. He's smiling. He's smiling. He's taking mental notes. He's taking mental notes.
Yeah. So 2 weeks later, they come and arrest me for criminal conduct. So I had to give blood and hair follicles. Oh, for you going down there to initially explain it? They ain't had nobody else depending on.
But as is often the case with Charlamagne, this is another scenario where people aren't sure whether he's telling the truth, or at the very least, he's not handling it right. The way he tells the story is telling. Complete and utter disregard for Jessica, almost trying to make it sound comedic. He's lying, you can tell. This has been a lengthy legal battle, which has had its ebbs and flows over the years. In the process, casting a shadow over everyone involved for a long time. For over 2 decades, Plaintiff Reed has tried to live with the horror of what happened to her at the ripe age of 15. Said her lawyer, this court has the power to grant Plaintiff Reed some justice under the current terms of the statutes, leaving any unintended consequences for the legislature to sort out. In the prosecution's version of events, Charlamagne allegedly gave her a drink, and soon after, she felt dizzy and fell. Reed stated it felt as if her legs gave out. She insists that he laughed when she
Viewers' discretion is advised. Viewers' discretion is advised.
collapsed and told his friends to take her ass upstairs. She says she was assaulted by 2 men. Further, she alleged Charlamagne took her to another room and raped her. But thankfully for Charlamagne, he has been vindicated in a court of law several times now. The documents showed I did everything in my power to fully cooperate with authorities before this case was ultimately dismissed. But I cannot take responsibility for a crime that I did not commit. I am praying for healing for the victim, and I am committed to using my platform that God has blessed me with to do as much good as I possibly can for the rest of my life. He even won a libel suit after he wrote about it in one of his books. But as they say, mud sticks. And with both the allegations and some of his antics, there are plenty of people who can't let it go, including Funk Flex, who will still bring it up at every available opportunity.
There's a scammer looking at a file all morning long, and a pedophile looking at a scammer all day long. You two ain't for the music business. All of that fake mental health, all of that fake, I'm trying to help people get real estate. You're a crook, you're a thief, and you're a scammer. And your man's a pedophile. He puts drugs in drinks for women. But let me tell you why they're not going to fire you. Because if they fire you, that company takes on every lawsuit and they're going to lose. Because they're going to say, you fired him so you knew he was a dirtbag. So they're going to leave you there. So they don't got to pay them lawsuits.
But as much as some things stay the same for Charlamagne, there are other things that have changed in terms of how he's viewed by both hip-hop and in how he presents himself. And while some of them might have been good for his pockets or profile, when you consider them with everything else, they really haven't helped his standing in the culture. To begin with, there's the fact that many believe he claims to be spreading mental health awareness while actively bullying others. Back in 2018, he began to bill himself as an anxiety advocate with his book Shook One. In it, he opened up about his struggles with anxiety and outlined steps to conquer those fears, while offering readers a path to overcome the anxieties holding them back. But despite how he's attempted to recast himself, he's still been doing some pretty heinous stuff. Namely, bullying a man who was once supposed to be his friend in Tyrese Gibson when he was going through a tough time.
All right, Tyrese, you are the prime example of talk much and they think you're a fool, be silent and they become curious. Try being silent, and maybe people will start becoming curious about something other than your mental meltdowns, all right? We're not going to be curious about no movies. We won't be curious about no music because you keep talking too much, reminding us that you are indeed a devil damn fool. Please give Tyrese Gibson the biggest hee-haw, please.
To say that fans were shocked at how hard he went at him would be an understatement, but no one was more shocked about it than the R&B singer and Fast and Furious star.
Charlamagne was...
Yo, why haven't he gave Andrew Scholl's Donkey of the Day yet? Why haven't he done? You know what? I'm going to leave a link in the description, y'all. I can't watch no more of this, man. I can't watch no more of this lizard-eared dude, man. This lizard-eared dude, Charlamagne, man. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. He got to go down. He got to go down. Pause. Y'all make sure y'all get this out there in the airwaves. This is wild. This is wild work. This is nasty work. Big Kiss signing out. I'm gone, y'all.